Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Trump, what's he up to? I read something yesterday that said
That's a thing.
that said Trump officially has entered the psychotic emperor phase. He's not coming back. The Pope image was it. That was the line. He's crossed it and he's just kept walking. He's not trolling anymore. This is clinical delusion. The tariffs on movies, reopening Alcatraz, saying these aren't policies. This is a man deep in a psychotic loop.
I missed that.
He wants to reopen Alcatraz as a federal prison.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah. So, and he said, they say here, look, this is what this same thing went on to say. MAGA is clapping along like it's a church revival. No one is driving the bus anymore. He's just they're throwing gasoline in the air and screaming kumbaya and hallelujah. The latest thing we hear is that Donald Trump has announced 100% tariffs on movies produced in foreign lands. And Australia makes a lot of American movies. So remind me, Brendan, how the tariffs would work on films that aren't made in America.
Fall Guy, for example.
Fall Guy was a film made here.
And it was pretending to be in America.
Yes.
And then, anyway. So they make that movie here. Everyone comes over here, makes the movie. And then when it goes back to America to be screened there, it'll be a tariff of 100%.
That cinema goers would pay?
That would be all passed on. The film company would pay it. So they would
the incentive, therefore, being make your own films in America.
And they make the movies here because it's cheaper to make it here. Because in America, Hollywood has become such that it's quite expensive to make a movie.
We have huge incentives here. In Australia, there's a 30% location offset offered by the federal government, 30% offset for post-production for digital and visual effects. So, and many state governments within that also have their own incentives. So many American companies make films here, employ Australians. It's a big industry for Australia.
People like Rebel Wilson, for example, wouldn't have had her international career if it wasn't for Hollywood making movies over here. Ghost Rider, remember her star turn?
But who was in that?
She was just the woman in the alley.
Could you tell us about the Good Samaritan?
Well, I'll never forget him, that's for sure. He was tall, broad shoulders, and thin, really thin, like Boney. Oh, and his face was a skull, and it was on fire.
Oh, there was that Nicolas Cage film?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
it started off well.
Some big films. For example, when I was living in Coogee, I still live in Coogee, but when we first moved to Coogee and Liam was a newborn baby, the woman who was Carrie Ann Moss from The Matrix was living downstairs.
Yeah.
And she was having night shoots, all kind of things. And I was so anxious that I had a crying baby. And I kept looking out to see if Keanu would ever drop in. I went up to visit my mum and dad with my newborn baby, and Harley phoned and said, listen to this. And he put the phone out the window and I heard, happy birthday, dear Keanu. Birthday party for him in the backyard.
And where are you?
Brisbane.
With your son and your mum.
Son and my mum and my dad. But it's a huge industry. It generates about $1.38 billion in box office revenue, the Australian cinema industry. This is what's being targeted. And our government has said, we're not going to take this lying down. We are going to fight back. I think they're saying that because they got excited, as you did, to see Sydney Sweeney on the front page of the paper because she made a film here in Australia.
You know, any time that they put Sydney Sweeney on the front page of the newspaper is a good time.
But I wonder if we do our own personal protest that we just refuse to interview international guests when they come out here. Sydney Sweeney, I'm sorry. No, that's our personal.
Hang on.
No, I think you said that it mattered a lot to you that we stand up for our industry.
No, I think exceptions.
Anyway.
But Donald, he makes exceptions. Surely we could do the same. Surely.